Breaking news tonight, live, Texas. A beautiful young school nurse, 9 months pregnant with a baby boy at home on a Sunday night, attacked there in her own home, stabbed over 20 times, even stabbed to mommy's stomach. The pregnant nurse fights the attacker, crawl out for help, shielding her stomach. Mom and unborn baby airlifted to the hospital. Mom and baby fight to live. They lose the battle. Neither mother nor child live. Bombshell tonight. Did the dying mom manage to utter a clue to police? And the father? He's found dead miles away. COD caused to death. Gunshot wounds tonight. Who murdered mommy, Leah Jackson, and her unborn baby boy? Unleash your lawyers. Vicki Ziegler, a family law attorney in New York. Courtney Anderson, defense attorney, Austin. Alan Ripka, defense attorney, New York. Out to you, Courtney. You're the Texas lawyer. And isn't it true in Texas, the death of an unborn child constitutes its own separate homicide, which screams death penalty?
Short answer to all of that, Nancy, is absolutely yes. Certainly a baby that was that far along is a viable person on their own. It's just heartbreaking, and certainly Texas has a reputation. We lead the nation in death penalty cases.
Okay, Courtney Anderson, why is it when you see a family wiped out like this, the mother, the baby, and we saw it in the Laci Peterson case, that was the claim. It was a Hawaiian drug gang. That was the claim in the Laci Peterson case that the defense made, among many, many other outlandish defenses. In the O.J. Simpson case, of course, Johnny Cochran, God rest his soul, argued that a Colombian drug lord killed Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. I mean, it just goes on. Now, why do we always assume or we let people just come up with a fabrication? It's a drug lord. That's ridiculous.
Well, Nancy, look, there's a lot of boogeymen out there, right? And there's a lot of things that it's easy for people to be scared of and think that's a bad guy.
Yeah, because they don't want to think it could happen to them.
And, well, none of us do. I mean, I'm listening to this. I'm sitting here in Texas, and I'm thinking, my goodness, when I go home tonight, I'm going to sleep with one eye open. I mean, it's terrifying. It absolutely is. I mean, I commend this young lady for, being so brave and running for help and speaking out. It reminds me of when the killer Selena... When the killer Selena, when Selena was killed here in Texas in Corpus Christi in 1995, she also with her very last breath spoke out and said it was Yolanda Saldivar. I mean, she also used a dying declaration, and my goodness, I mean, I'm a woman. I live alone. I think about these things, and you just think, wow. But as a defense attorney,
Courtney, I recall when I was, of course, the twins came so early. I was around 7 months pregnant, and I could hardly make it. Of course, I didn't realize that I was sick in addition to it all. But they'd have to bring me into work in a wheelchair to get from my car to this anchor chair, a wheelchair. And then I get right back in that wheelchair and get home. And I'm just thinking, this lady, 9 months pregnant, trying to fend off an attacker. Now, if that is not a death penalty case, and I know you're a defense attorney, Courtney Anderson, I don't know what is.